There are 3 steps for completing the annual planning update process for spring 2019. This video will describe how to do step 3, entering annual resource requests, or ARRs, into TracDat. To log into TracDat, go to orangecoastcollege.tracdat.com and enter your Coast credentials. These are the ones you use to log into your campus computer. Annual resource requests, or ARRs, are financial requests for activities or materials needed to complete your planning strategies. Therefore, to begin, we'll go to the Planning unit in TracDat. So be sure to find the unit with Planning in the middle of the name. Once you get to the Planning unit, go to the left-hand menu and click on Department Planning, and then click on Planning Strategies. Here you'll see both the active and the archived planning strategies for your department. Find the planning strategy for which you need resources. So in this example, we're going to add a resource for our strategy about increasing transfers. Click the black triangle to expand the information beneath it. You'll see the plan details that we added for this strategy, and below the plan details, you'll see a row for annual resource requests. On the right-hand side of that bar, click the green plus sign. If you hover over it, you should see the text Add Annual Resource Request. You only need to complete the fields on this screen up to the Reviewed by Dean and Manager field. We'll start by including a brief description of our ARR. So for example, funds for outreach marketing materials. Then we'll describe the rationale or the justification for the request in the box below. Be sure to include the impact the request will have on students or employees and how the request supports the college goals, improves productivity, etc. For example, these marketing materials have the potential to increase student enrollment and majors in the health science area, and they directly support the college goal of helping create a coordinated pathway between K-12, OCC, and four-year institutions. For the request type, choose what the appropriate request resource type is. So in this case, it would be supplies or other. The request year is for the next academic year, so in this case, it's 2019-20. Cost estimates should be as close as possible to the amount needed. For equipment, materials, technology, etc., you can research the cost online and include a price quote in your document repository. We'll show how to do that later in this video. I'm going to put $1,000 for this example. Subsequent year costs are only needed if this is an ongoing financial need, like a subscription or a human resources request, for example. Some ARRs are dependent on each other and would not be useful unless both ARRs were funded. For example, you would not need funding for a computer for a new hire if the ARR for the new hire was not approved. Click Yes for any ARRs that are codependent and explain why in the field below. In this case, we don't have an ARR that is dependent, so we can skip the explanation box here. The department priority field is the place you can enter the numeric priority of this ARR in your department. Discuss all the ARRs with your team and determine their ranking. Number 1 is the highest ranked priority. Since we only have one ARR so far, this is going to be our number 1 priority. There are 4 options for rationale category. Select the one that most closely matches the rationale for your request. In our example, we're going to choose Other. If you're in a support services wing and know what funding category this ARR might have, you can select it here. If not, you can leave it blank. Stop here and click Save. The other fields on this screen will be completed by deans and managers or by the division or wing coordinators. Once you have saved, your ARR is complete. You can return to the main screen. If you have a price quote for your ARR, you can upload it into your document repository by going over to the menu and choosing Documents, and then clicking Document Repository. Click the green plus sign on the top right of the document repository to upload a new document. In the middle, you can click to browse for a file, double-click the file, and then click the Save button to add to your document repository. Thanks for joining me today on this overview of how to enter ARRs into TracDat. If you have any questions about this process or how to use TracDat in general, please contact the Office of Institutional Effectiveness at the email address shown here.